This is brilliant. Going back to not being able to drive this after today is genuinely going to be difficult for me. Yes, hello and welcome to another video on the Garage of Luke channel. And today things are a little bit different because you might have noticed that for the majority of what we've done, with the exception of borrowing Joe's Range Rover when we did the Jag XF and the Range Rover video, we don't borrow cars. We don't really feature other cars because I'm always buying so much tat that there's never any need to. And also that's kind of what we've almost built the channel around at the moment is, oh look, Luke's bought another absolute bucket from BCA. How bad is it and how much is he going to suffer? But today, as I mentioned, things are a little bit different because we are featuring a car, because every now and then something does come up that is so special, so interesting and so very me that I simply have to change the rules of what we do, and I have to say to the person who owns it, please can I use that car? And that is exactly what this is. Now you'll remember that I love a Mk1 Twingo. I did a video a few kind of months ago now where I basically said this is probably the best French car ever made. And I strongly believe that. I think they're fantastic. But this one, you're probably wondering why this one is here. Not my car featuring it. It must have something quite interesting. Well, it really, really does. Because as you can see immediately, the vehicle has a body kit. This is not a standard Twingo rear bumper. This is also definitely not a standard Twingo rear exhaust. And things get very, very exciting as you move into the car as well. So let's head there. Yes, inside the car, you will find some changes from a standard Twingo because you will find two of these Renault Sport Clio seats in the front, which obviously help hold you in the car. That is going to be very, very important in just a moment. Also, you've got this wonderful small steering wheel, as well as a Game Boy, of all things, because that's actually the speedometer. That tells you how fast you're going in miles per hour, while the normal centre kind of display tells you how fast you're going in kilometres per hour. Now, you're probably thinking, why has it got two speedos? Why do you really need to know how fast you're going in a car that has, from factory, 53 horsepower and a pushrod 8-valve 1.2 litre engine? And why also does it have these gauge clusters? What's going on here? Well, let me go around to the front of the car and tell you exactly what is going on here. So, as mentioned, the seats, the different rear bumper, the very different exhaust, all of the bits and bobs, as well as these wonderful wheels that are slightly wider. Why does it have all of those? Well, there's a reason I'm wearing my sports barber today, because if I bring you here, under the bonnet of this Mk1 Twingo is no longer a Crayon Font 1.2 litre pushrod engine. It's got a K4M, 1.6 twin cam, and bike carburettors. Ah! Look at them! They're out of the bonnet. We're actually having to be a bit careful with the weather because obviously it might rain. They are poking out of the bonnet. This is unbelievable, and I am incredibly excited to lift the bonnet and show you exactly what's going on under there. I can't feel my fingers, so I do apologise for how long this may take, but I am going to lift the bonnet, pop the prop in. I'm going to hold it because I don't really trust that. There it is. 1.6 twin cam on bike carbs. You've got an OMX 600 series ECU. It's all in there. As you can see, it doesn't really fit, hence kind of that and the that. That's kind of necessary. But what this is 150 horsepower under the bonnet of a Mk1 Twingo. I have never been more excited. It is one of my favourite cars with an engine that I love on bike carbs, making 150 horsepower. This is going to be carnage, and I cannot wait to take it out for a drive. And to be honest, the other reason I can't wait to take it out for a drive is because look at the colour of my hands. It is 3 degrees and blowing a gale. I want to get in the car. I'm going to let Addison do some B-roll in the cold, and I think I'm going to hide. But I think we need to take this out immediately and find out exactly what this is about. And one other thing, look at the alternator. There is a groove cut out of the front bumper to make the alternator fit. This has made my day. It's made my year. I am so excited to show you exactly what this car is like. And before we do that, I do just want to say a massive thanks to my friend Ed, whose car this is. And you can actually win this car. It's on a competition at the moment that ends on Friday after this video goes out. And I'm going to be entering because I need this in my life. I'm going to get in the warm. So before we actually get started, there is one thing I do just want to draw attention to, which is these Renault Sport seats are fantastic, much better and much more sportive than the standard Twingo seats. However, this has got a smaller steering wheel, and I hit the roof and my knees sort of hit the steering wheel a bit, but I'm not going to let that bother me. What you might also be able to hear is the fuel pump. It's got a Walbra 255 fuel pump fitted to it, which I'm going to say is overkill, but it, obviously, you know, it's good. You can hear it. It is exceptionally noisy. So I do apologise if that's coming through. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to nip out of here. We're going to go gently at first, just to make sure everything's warm and stuff like that. But I am vibrating with excitement, or shivering from cold, I'm not really sure which yet, about what this is going to be like, because it's also an FK Koenigssport coilovers, so that's quite exciting because they're quite good. So, gearbox feels good. Let's go. Oh, it's quite sunny and I've forgotten my sunglasses, so that's awkward, but it does drive quite well. I'm a bit jiggly. I must admit, my breasticles are jiggling just ever so slightly, but it feels very tight, and it feels very tight. It's very direct. I mean, I always like a Twingo, especially one without power steering. However, oh no. Addison, look, there's a tractor. There's about to be a simply horrific incident. I hope he's going to stop and let me go up that bit. Yeah, okay, he's not. He's just not. Brilliant. Thank you. Oh my God, there's another one. There's a low loader. We should just have to just gently pause filming for but a moment. So, rural traffic dealt with. As I say, it's very direct. I can already hear it. I haven't gone wide open throttle because I don't dare, because it's quite soggy. I can already hear it. This is brilliant. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, and what a beautiful part of the world as well. It's very pretty, isn't it? Oh, this is all lovely, this. It's, I'm being told that it's up to temperature and the oil pressure is in check, because we were running it for just a little bit because we were ever so cold and I needed to make the heater work. Good news is, heater very good. The heater is now very warm. So again, I think the car is up to temperature. So I think once we find a little bit of open road, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to see what happens. Although the bumpy road, my head, I might just need to recline the seat ever so slightly. Whoa! Don't do that while driving, Luke. There we go. That's better. I'm no longer hitting the roof. This looks like a small open bit. We're in third. I'm going to knock it down to second. Whoa! Wow! Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh, good heavens! Oh, I've had to immediately stop. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, there's an uphill bit here. Whoa! Oh my God! It's actually fast. I thought it would be like nippy, but I didn't think it would be fast. But then again, these only weigh about, I think somewhere around 850, 900 kilos. And 150 horsepower is quite a lot for that amount of weight. And that was a small uphill section, and it is, I will caveat it, it is damp. But my God, that is spectacular. Oh God, the road is slightly flooded here, and I don't want to get water into the throttle bodies. I'll just slow down gently. There we go. Oh, here we go. Addison, here's an uphill section. Whoa! Oh my God! Oh wow, it's genuinely fast. Like, it's actually fast. My Twingo will never feel the same again. I can't go back to it. I've just bought a Toyota Corolla that you'll be seeing on the channel soon. Good plug there. I can't drive that home. How can I go back to anything other than this? This is... Oh, I want to get some more miles under my belt in this, because this so far is making me very, very giddy. Oh, this is a little monster. The noise as well. Oh, oh my good Lord. Oh, wow. I want to find some more open roads, and I'm going to have a proper go in it. It's so funny. Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. I've found a bit of open road, and I have now got to, right, they're letting me out, I've got to pull out onto. Whoa! That's 60. Now, I've just read in the magazine that comes with this car that this apparently does 0-60 in 6 seconds, and I thought, no. There's no way that this does 0-60 in 6 seconds. And it doesn't, because currently on the damp roads, I cannot get grip. It is an unruly menace of a car. And every now and then, I look around me and remember I'm in a Mk1 Twingo. This is fantastic. I am having I need this car in my life. I'm going to enter the competition. I'm going to enter lots of the competition. And one of you is probably going to win it and then brag to me that you've won it. And whoever gets this car, I was expecting there to be things wrong with it. I was expecting there to be kind of, oh yeah, you have to deal with this. Oh yeah, it's good, but you have to put up with this. I was expecting a non-functional speedometer or something like that. Or, oh yeah, it's a bit iffy at this revs or that revs. Honestly, for something that's on throttle bodies, this is so very drivable because there's no weight to it. Even at low revs, I can put my foot down at 1800 and it doesn't bog and it's happy doing it. You can drive it like a normal car. And then every now and then I also put my head forward and I see cone filters, little cone filters out of the bloody bonnet. How does it drive this well? The suspension's lovely. It is stiff, I will be honest. How does it drive this well? This is one hell of a car. I'm in love. I don't think I can deal with not having this car. And the thing that really annoys me is if this was just Ed's car, I would buy it. I would buy this car in a heartbeat. I was actually offered it, funnily enough. There's a story here. I was offered it by the previous owner before Ed bought it. He messaged me on Instagram and said, would you like to buy this? You like a Twingo, this is a bit of you. And the amount of money it was not an amount of money. We don't run on a high budget, as you might be able to tell from some of the videos, and we apologise for that. We are doing our best with what we have available to us. The amount of money, I thought, I'm not paying that. Having driven it, I would go back and pay it in a heartbeat if it meant I could own this car. Honestly, whoever wins this, if they decide that they don't really like it, tell me first, because this, what a car, what a car. Every now and then in my lifetime, I'm lucky enough to drive something that changes my perception on what a good car is. Now, weirdly, the most memorable one for me was when I was at Porsche Experience a good few years ago now, and I drove a Cayman GT4 for the first time. That was a car that changed what a good car actually was to me. On the day that I went and drove that, I actually turned up in my then Evo 10, and driving that home, I was like, well, this is rubbish now. I can't go back to living without one. And realistically, I am very, very far away from buying a Cayman GT4. This has done exactly the same thing. It has altered my perception on what fun actually is. I am very, very lucky. I've got the GTO, the MX-5, there's a Range Rover that I'm sure you're wondering what's happened with, my ex-police one. I'm very lucky to own a very varied fleet of cars and cars that I love driving. But going back to not being able to drive this after today is genuinely going to be difficult for me. This is the best car that I have driven all year. It has put nothing but smiles on both my face and Addison behind the camera's face. It is an absolute hoot. It's so responsive, so direct. I must admit, I did have a slight suspicion that I would get in it and drive it and I'd be a little bit, oh, you know, it's a bit shonky, it's a bit rattly, it's not particularly well put together, because a lot's been done to it, but it's not like that at all. When it was built, I was reading in the magazine, as I mentioned, about what actually went into building this car, and it has had a lot done to it, and you can tell. This isn't just some quickly cobbled together project. It's been properly done, and it is fantastic. It handles so much better than I thought it would. I remember my old yellow Twingo being quite fun on its coilovers, but these ones are better. The wheels and the slightly wider tyres make such a difference. Yes, if you put your foot down on a day like today where it's 3 degrees and damp, you're going to wheel spin, but it just adds to the event. This car genuinely is, as I've mentioned, the favourite car this year of everything that I've driven, and I've driven some good ones. I've been very lucky. However, we do have to end it on a slightly sad note. I may never drive this car again. I have to be realistic with that, and that is genuinely very upsetting to me. However, someone will win it. If you go into the description of this video, you'll find a link to the EP Comps website. And once again, a massive thank you to Ed for letting me borrow this and film with it, because I knew when he got it, I just had to have a go in it and see what it was like as a Mk1 Twingo enjoyer. And this blows them so far out of the water, I struggle to put it into words. It's just £1.49 a ticket. You could win this car, and I think whoever wins this car is not only going to be very happy with it, but is going to make me exceptionally jealous. I've been Luke. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm not giving this back. I'm going to steal it.